What is up, YouTube? This is Alucard AFK with another MTGO game with commentary. So we're back on Modern and using the stall deck. Opening a hand, we have a Creeping Tar Pit, a Psychic Strike, a Crab, a Snapcaster, Island, Mana Leak, Damnation. Seems like an okay hand. I just wanted to have a little bit more action, I think, but this is a little bit better. We got some early counters here. We got a Hedron Crab, and then we have somewhat of a win con. So we'll go with this. Some people may have not mulliganed. So I'll go ahead and throw an Island out, Hedron Crab, and he'll do Plains. And we'll bring out a Swamp, which will mill him for 3. And out of our mill, we got Captured Sunlight, Cascade, you gain 4 life. If it wasn't for the Cascade, this would just be a worthless card. I hate just pure life gain decks and cards. I think they're kind of pointless. A Charm, so nothing really too much to worry about here. We're going to leave, obviously we have nothing else to play, but we'll leave Mana Leak open. So Pyromancer Ascension. So this is something that, if you're going to play it, it's not one of those cards where you can just kind of throw it in a deck. You usually build a deck around it. So with the Cascades and Pyromancer Ascension, this is something we're going to definitely Mana Leak. And then we got a Surgical Extraction, so this is going to be, I figured this would be kind of an important card for him, so I go for a Surgical Extraction and get rid of it. Let's see what else is in his deck. So he's got the Knight, Lightning Bolts, Captured Sunlight, Beast Within, Lightning Helix, Naya Charm, Path to Exile, Violent Outburst, Wrath of Gods, nice. I always like Wrath of God and Damnation. That's some of my favorite cards. All Omens. So not a bad deck at all, but it's going to hinge on this Ascension, which we're going to go ahead and take from him. He could still beat us down with the Knight, and of course a lot of ways to remove our guys, and just beat us down with the Lightning Helixes and Lightning Bolts, and then he can use Path to Exiles on our guys. So. And it looks like he's got 3 Path to Exiles. So, and then in his hand he has a Path to Exile, which is kind of gonna hurt bringing out Wormhole Engine early on. Not too much to worry about here either. So, go ahead and get rid of those. And he says a nice choice. So. And he'll do Lightning Helix on us, gain some life, get some damage on us. We got a Sleight of Hand, and we have a choice of a Hedron Crab or a Mana Leak. So I kind of want to keep him off of his deck with the Mana Leak. Getting another Hedron Crab out there really isn't going to help us mill too much. It's just something to do with our lands, and they're a nice little blocker. So go ahead and grab the Mana Leak and drop the Hedron Crab to the bottom of the deck, and he'll Lightning Bolt us. He's not really worried about the Hedron Crabs, and he tapped his land there, which could be a bluff for a path. Maybe he was thinking about pathing it. I doubt it, but he definitely tapped that card. So we're gonna not do anything here. I could pot a Hedron Crab. I don't have a land to put out right behind him, so it's really keeping us off our Mana Leak if I do anything here. Let's just see what he plays. We only have 2 lands, so, and he taps all out, so he kind of walked into that. Naya Charm, he's going to return target card from the graveyard to its hand. We'll go ahead and Mana Leak that. And he'll do a Violent Outburst. cascade that in. Okay, so Lightning Helix on us. I have a bit of a cold, so that's maybe, if you're wondering why I'm kind of monotone and a little bit quieter. We'll go ahead and put the Hedron Crab out because we do have land, and that'll be a double mill for him. Like I said, the Hedron Crabs really aren't a critical milling. They're just a way to have some blockers and keep milling them out. We have much better milling cards in here if you've watched this deck before. So getting them off of some of those, not the greatest mill. We're at 11 life. I usually don't start worrying until we're down to about 10. And he's got a Wrath of God board, so they don't have enough for Cryptic Command here, so now we do. Actually, we don't, because we need 3 blue. That's kind of a kicker, 3 blue. But it's such a powerful card. I really like Cryptic Command. Captured Sunlight. Okay, he's gonna draw some, put some Wall of Omen, draw some more cards. Digging. He's at 24 life. Creeping Tar Pit. He's gonna come in tapped. I really don't want to put out, you know, Oracle Engine until I can Cryptic Command or Mana Lake or something, one of his exiles. So, and we know he has at least 1 exile. So we're down to 8. Another Wall of Omen. Sunken Ruins. Not too much exciting going on here. Another land. We're just kind of building up to, at this point, so we can put out a Wurmcoil Engine and a Cryptic Command, one of his paths. And we kind of have to do it here. We kind of have to get rid of her. So Cryptic Command will counter the target spell and draw a card, and we'll get a land. Whoop-de-doo. Psychic Strike. That is much better than a Cryptic Command, in my opinion, for what we're trying to do here. So Sunken Ruins, and I'm not gonna worry about, you know, getting extra mana here. All I want to do is, you know, put out a Wurmcoil Engine and wait for his path, and that's what he'll do, and I'll Psychic Strike that if I can tap my mana correctly, and then he'll do another path. So he had it, that's fine, and we'll grab a land. So that's 1 Wurmcoil Engine down, but that is 2 paths out of his hand, and I believe, yeah, he's got 1 more somewhere. He might have it in his hand. 21 cards left. Mind Funeral, that's pretty great. And we'll go ahead and Mind Funeral first. It hit a good deal of cards. It hit the other Wrath of God, hit his last path, so we know he doesn't have another path, and hit his other knight. So that was a pretty good mill. Mind Funeral has the potential to really devastate decks, because I mean they have to have 4 lands in that sequence, and he already has quite a bit of land out. And they'll go ahead and play Wurmcoil Engine, which he really doesn't have anything to counter that at this point. He has another Wrath of God somewhere. Snapcaster Mage. He'll Lightning Helix us. We'll snap for the Mind Funeral once again. I don't really think there was anything else we could have went for. Surgical Extraction could have most removed 4, so don't really need another Mana Lake at this point. And, you know, Psychic Strike, I mean, I just went for the mill because he's got 10 cards left, and Mind Funeral definitely has the capability of getting 10 out. Just depends on the lands that he has in there. And it looks like it was just short. The wrong game zone. Wrong game zone. Okay. Yeah. So, milled 5. There's lands right there. So it's pretty much just lands. It hit the lands very quickly. So just short. We'll go ahead and swing in. Block with the Omen. We'll gain some life. So he's Wrath of God, which will split up our worms here, but now he has nothing to block with unless he has another Wall of Omen somewhere. So 4 cards left. He has us down to 11 life. He could potentially beat us down before we can kill him here. Mill him or kill him. Definitely milling probably before we would kill him, but we'll go for it. And I could have been using Creeping Tar Pit here, but I just wasn't thinking, and I didn't really want to lose a land on a Wrath of God or something. So Wall of Omens, Lightning Bolt on one of them, Fusion Crab with a land, and that will go ahead and mill him out, and we'll just throw Creeping Tar Pit out now and swing in, and he won't even block because he's got plenty of life, and that'll end the game. So very cordial player. Was kind of chatting me up the whole time, and he was just saying that his deck was more for fun, and hey, that's what my deck is really about too. Not super competitive, but you know, in my opinion, if you're not having fun with it, then what's the point of playing? Even in a competitive deck, if you know, I don't like those decks. I like decks that are fun, and this is fun. Probably not fun for other people. They'll get milled out, but you know, hey, I mean, bring out a Elixir Mortality, and I'll just rage quit on you. So comment, like, and subscribe, guys, and I will catch you later. Bye.